Hey guys, it's Ray from Elysium Homes here. We recently recorded our latest customer video testimonial, but we thought we'd do things a little bit different this time. We got one of our newest clients, Taylor, to ask the questions he wanted to our previous client, Emma, who recently finished building with us. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Emma, thank you for taking some time out to meet with us today. I guess I'm very much at the entry level of the journey with Elysium Homes in building. And I guess I just want to ask a couple of questions about your experience and how you found things. So I guess how was it at the start when you were first sort of having the chat? Like how did you even get in touch with Elysium?
Sure. So Elysium were recommended to us by a family friend, and we'd met with a few builders before then. And I guess the thing that was great for us is we'd never built before. We had no idea what we were doing. And so the guys from Elysium were really happy to meet with us multiple times, answer all our questions, go through any queries or concerns we had, and meet face to face. So it was pre-COVID, but at least being able to just sit down and talk about anything that was worrying us or concerning us meant that we felt very comfortable going into it.
So I guess a big thing for a lot of people is, do you feel like you would have had that face-to-face meeting if it was with one of the bigger builders? Do you think you would have been dealing with the decision makers face-to-face?
No, absolutely not. And that's what helped as well, was I had a direct, whether they liked it or not, I had a direct line to them, whenever I had an issue or a problem or needed something answered.
Yeah, no, I think I found the same thing. When we were sitting down with the planning stages, every question we had, it was dealing directly with the owners.
Yep.
So I think that's where I sort of felt a bit of peace of mind, because working in the industry, you meet so many different builders and stuff where they're a dime a dozen, and when you want to actually speak to somebody about something that's important to you, it's like, oh, I'll refer you to this person, and then you don't get a call back, or it could be 8 o'clock at night or whatever, but they're always been in touch, which is something that I thought was really important.
Yeah, and I also found we did look at a few big building companies and project homes, and I just felt like I found as we went along the journey with them, finding out information, there were a lot of.
So during the building process, was there any particular thing that you felt you got with Elysium that you wouldn't have got with somebody else? Whether it was things obviously pop up along the way when you're building, you might want to change something. You think, oh man, you know what, this looks so good in this spot, and you don't want to sell yourself short. You don't want to cut corners. You're building the dream home. How was that process when you did decide to change something? How was it? Was it smooth? Was it hard? How did it go?
Yeah, there were things that we wanted to change along the way. I think a couple of examples were the flooring, which you mentioned that
I love it. I love it. It's so good. Yeah.
So we really struggled to find flooring that we liked that was in our budget, and Ray and George really spent a lot of time looking for something that was in our budget that had the look that we wanted. And so there's an example. I dealt directly with them. They knew what I was after, and it did take a lot of effort, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, I think as well, I feel like some builders, when they're giving advice to a client, it might be because there's a hidden agenda. Whereas I know for me personally, throughout the process, a lot of the advice they're giving us, myself and Ashley, is about what's genuinely best for us. It's not always about spending the most on something. It's about getting something that's practical. And I guess they're coming from experience. And being a first home builder myself, I didn't know that. I've been around houses for years, but never really gone into it and gone, this is what I need to do. I think it was nice to have that sort of advisory side of things on the other side.
Yeah, and I would also say that I wanted a very premium looking finish. I had a very distinct idea of what I wanted, and Joe and Ray and George were really able to help direct me to a cost-effective way to get the premium look. Yeah.
100%. So I guess one other part to this is that obviously, I know for me in my business, I sit down with a lot of people where they're teetering between myself and another person who provides the same service. Same thing with these guys. You're sitting down with them, you could be sitting down with some of the other bigger builders who do, they might do 100, 200 homes a year, but you feel like more of a number. Whereas obviously they give you that more customized approach, that tailored approach, and really personalized. So I guess just in 20, 30 seconds, if you were to sum up, for example, somebody's watching this right now, what would you say to them to make them feel comfortable choosing Elysium Homes as their builder?
I guess the few things that I would say is their attention to detail. So as I said, I had a particular look that I really wanted, and so they were dedicated to achieving that look for me. Even though, there's going to be hiccups along the way in any kind of build, but they were very dedicated to making sure I got the end finish that I wanted. I think always being available. So if I couldn't catch one of them, I could catch the other, and so I could communicate any kind of issue or something that I want to change or something that I need help with or advice on. And so accessibility to the builders and to those who are overlooking the site all the time, I think that's a really key one for me. And I think just being able to bring it all together. So from the beginning of the idea of what I wanted, and be able to bring everything together so that I got the absolute overlook.
Yeah, well, it's definitely turned out really well.
Yeah.
Very, very well. So congratulations on that.